Hello and welcome our English lesson for today. Last week we learned Unit 9, Natural Disasters. For the first lessons, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. Lesson 1 getting started and Lesson 2 a closer one. Today we go on learning Unit 9 for Lesson 3 and Lesson 4, a closer look to and communication. Now, let's play a game. We practice some vocabulary. Now write the natural disasters. Now look at the pictures. How many pictures do I have? Oh yes, there are 8 pictures. You know, write the natural disasters under the picture again. These are very easy first. The first one: flood, tsunami, mudslide, drought, forest fire, tornado, volcano, and earthquake. Yes, they are about natural disasters. Now, open the textbook on the page 29. The page 29, textbook on the page 29. A closer look to. Now, look at the first one. Activity 1. Read the conversation again and underline any sentences in the passive voice that you can find. Check the findings with the partner. You can see the getting started again. Number 1. Was anyone injured? Number 2. Only a few minor injuries were reported. Number 3. Many houses and public buildings were destroyed. Number 4. Thousands of people were left homeless. Number 5. Were trapped in flooded homes. Number 6. And equipment have also been sent. Number 7. They've been taken to a safe place. Number 8. Temporary accommodation will be provided for them. What's the highlight? Was injured, were reported, were destroyed, were left homeless, were trapped, have also been sent, they have been taken, will be provided. Of course, they are about passive voice in the getting started. To be and verb past participle. 8 sentences. We focus on something about grammar notes, form. We have as a subject to be past participle. Now look at part 2. Complete the sentences using the correct passive form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, there are 5 sentences. 5 sentences in the textbook. Number 1. Debris scattered across the countryside by the strong winds last night. Number 2. 10 new houses built in the town area. Number 3. Residents of flooded villages take to the safe place last night. Number 4. In the future, natural disasters predict accurately with the help of technology. Number 5. Food and medical supplies delivered later this afternoon. Now number one. What do we have number one? Scatter. Oh yes. Debris were scattered. Number two. 10 new houses are built. Number three. Take. Oh, we have were taken to save the days last night. Number four. Predict. Will be predicted. And number five. Will be delivered. Okay. Như vậy, we have five sentences. The first one is the participle tense, passive voice for the past simple tense. Number two, the present simple, passive voice for present simple. Number three, the passive voice for past simple tense. Number four, the future simple, passive voice for future simple. And come on, number five, will be delivered is also the passive voice for future simple tense. They are passive form of the verbs of five sentences. Are you okay? We have a passive voice, passive form. The subject to be past participle. Example: People speak English all over the world. Ở đây thầy giải thích thêm cho các em để các em hiểu rõ hơn này. Chúng ta muốn chuyển từ một câu chủ động sang một câu bị động. Chúng ta nhìn tình huống ví dụ. Người ta nói tiếng Anh trên khắp thế giới. Cái bước đầu tiên ở đây chúng ta phải xác định từng thành phần trong một cái SVO này. Ở câu chủ động này chúng ta thấy có chủ ngữ là people, có động từ là speak. Chúng ta có tân ngữ là English. For all of the world này chỉ là một cái trạng ngữ, chỉ nơi trốn mà thôi. Cái bước đầu tiên, đây là câu chủ động. Bước đầu tiên chúng ta muốn chuyển từ câu chủ động sang câu bị động. Bước đầu tiên chúng ta chuyển tân ngữ của câu chủ động làm chủ ngữ của câu bị động. Vì câu này chúng ta thấy chúng ta kéo từ English xuống làm chủ ngữ, đúng không? Xong bước thứ hai là gì? Bước đầu tiên là xác định được cái SVO, xác định có vấn đề. Còn các bước chuyển đầu tiên thì chúng ta kéo tân ngữ xuống. Tiếp theo là sử dụng động từ to be cho thích hợp và tìm quá khứ phân từ của động từ trong câu chủ động. Cụ thể đây động từ speak. Đấy. Thì chúng ta sẽ có đáp án là is spoken. Quá khứ phân từ của động speak là spoken. Đây là một động từ bất quy tắc. Quá khứ đơn của nó là spoke, phần là spoken. Và chúng ta lưu ý sử dụng to be thích hợp. Vì đây là câu chủ động hiện đại đơn, trên to be chúng ta chia hiện đại đơn đó là is với chủ ngữ English là số ít. Bước tiếp theo, bước thứ ba là chúng ta kéo cái trạng ngữ chỉ nơi trốn xuống. All over the world là sao? Còn bước nữa, đối với các câu khác, còn đối với câu này thì chúng ta thấy tất cả những câu chủ động mà có chủ ngữ là people, là they, là everyone, someone, những danh từ chung chung như vậy thì người ta loại bỏ cái by people, by them, by everyone, không dùng nữa. Tuy nhiên ở đâu đó người ta vẫn dùng thì không sao, chứ còn thường thì người ta bỏ đi. Và dù là câu chủ động hay câu bị động thì hai câu này về mặt nghĩa tiếng Việt chúng ta đều có thể dịch là gì? Người ta nói tiếng Anh trên khắp thế giới, chứ không nhất thiết lúc nào cũng phải dịch nghĩa bị động. Tiếng Anh được nói trên khắp thế giới bởi mọi người, không gì thế, mà chúng ta dịch chung đó là chỉ người ta nói tiếng Anh trên khắp thế giới. Chúng ta xét ví dụ thứ nhất, các cái bước biến đổi cơ bản. Tiếp theo chúng ta thấy cái cấu tạo nó chủ động với SVO, bị động thì chúng ta thấy thì S subject cộng to be cộng quá khứ phân từ cộng by object như thực lệ. Cái này chúng ta rất dễ nhớ, dễ thuộc và các em có thể tự học được. Ở đây thầy chỉ có thể nhắc qua như vậy thôi. Activity 3. You write the following sentences using the correct passive voice. I have 5 sentences. Number 1. Volunteers have given out food and blankets to homeless people. Number 2. So far, rescue workers have freed 10 people trapped in collapsed buildings. Number 3. Did the storm destroy the whole village? Number 4. If the storm hits the area, it will cause a lot of damage. Number 5. They are going to organize a garden party to raise money for the victims of the flood. Now, we are going to rewrite the following sentences using correct passive voice. You have 2 minutes to do this. Now, number 1, the first step, we can find the objects of the active sentence. What is the object? What is the object of this sentence, of this active sentence? Okay, of course, it's a food and blankets. Okay, food and blankets have been given out to homeless people. Okay, by volunteers. Food and blankets have been given out to homeless people. Number 2. Where is the object of the active sentence? Oh, yes. 10 people trapped in collapsed buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 words. There are 6 words for the object of the active sentence. So you can use it to make subject of the passive voice. Yes. 10 people trapped in collapsed buildings have been freed by the rescue workers so far. 10 people trapped in the collapsed buildings. It is now phrase. It's now phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 words. Now phrase. Have been freed by the rescue workers so far. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is not a simple sentence. It's a question, yes, no question. It's a past simple tense. Does the storm destroy the whole village? So, the object here is the whole village. But the whole village is not at the beginning of the sentence. Because it's just no question, so we put to be before the subject. We have, was the whole village destroyed by the storm? Was the whole village, the subject. Was the whole village destroyed by the storm? Our destroy is a regular verb. So plus ed after destroy. Was the whole village destroyed by the storm? Okay, number 4. If the storm hits the area, it will cause a lot of damage. We have 2 clauses, if clause and the main clause. It's a conditional type 1. Conditional sentence type 1. So if, where is the object? Okay, the area. If the area is hit. Okay, past participle hit. If the area is hit by the storm, a lot of damage. Okay, a lot of damage is also an object of the active sentence, conditional sentence type 1. A lot of damage will be caused. Will be past verb, past participle. Will be caused. Cause, we only plus d after cause is a regular verb. So we have the answer. If the area is hit by the storm, a lot of damage will be caused. Okay, number 5. They are going to organize a garden party to raise money for the victims of the flood. So as the object of the active sentence, okay, have the after verb organize a garden party. Okay, a garden party, 3 words, a garden party. A garden party is going to be organized. Okay, we use near future tense for the passive voice. Be going to do something. So we have the passive voice Be going to be past participle. Be going to be verb past participle. So a garden party is going to be organized. It's going to be organized. Be careful, focus on it. A garden party is going to be organized to raise money for the victims of the flood. Are you okay? I think they are not difficult for us to practice these sentences. We must understand the rules of the passive voice to rewrite the following these sentences. Now, come on. Activity 4A. Read part of conversation from where it started. Pay attention to the underlying part. Nick answer. Was anyone injured? Only a few minor injuries was reported. Most people had moved to safe areas when the storm broke. Look at the underline. Look at the underline. The words. The underline words. Had moved. Had moved. Focus on it. What do you think about had moved? Had moved, not have moved. So we have the new grammar point. New grammar point. Past perfect tense. We have a new grammar point. Past perfect tense. Now look at the form. The subject plus had plus past participle. Verb past participle. And look at the picture. Look at the example. Most people had moved to safe areas when the storm broke. Ở phần này thầy nói thêm là chúng ta có thêm một cái mục ngữ pháp mới nữa, đó là thì quá khứ hoàn thành. Chứ thì chúng ta quan sát vào tình huống, ví dụ và cái form của nó, cấu tạo của nó. Tình huống trong cái bài hội thoại giữa Nick và Dương của cái phần Getting Started, cho nó thấy bạn Dương bạn có đề cập tới cái từ had moved. Trong ví dụ là chúng ta thấy là phần lớn người ta đã chuyển tới những cái nơi an toàn khi mà trận bão diễn ra, giáng xuống. Thì em thấy là và trong câu phủ định của thì quá khứ hoàn thành này chúng ta có thể sử dụng với gì? Thêm not sau với chậm từ had nào, và chúng ta viết tắt là hadn't moved, phủ định. Và nghi vấn cũng vậy thôi, cho đảo với chậm từ had nên trước chủ ngữ. Had most people moved to safe areas when the storm broke. Well, when do we use the past perfect? Can you think of any rules? Vậy thì khi nào chúng ta sử dụng đi thì quá khứ hoàn thành nhỉ? Và các em có thể nghĩ ra những cái quy tắc nào không? Các em nhìn vào tình huống bức tranh. By 11 o'clock last night. Vào khoảng 11 giờ tối hôm qua, trước lúc 11 giờ tối hôm qua. Before 11 o'clock last night. Cái tình huống. People has managed to live with the flooded villages by 11 o'clock last night. Cái câu ví dụ chúng ta cho chúng ta thấy gì? Người ta đã nỗ lực, người ta đã cố gắng để rời khỏi cái ngôi làng bị lụt trước lúc 11 giờ tối hôm qua. Cái thời điểm 11 giờ tối hôm qua, quá khứ đơn này, và cái hành động xảy ra trước đó, trước một hành động trong quá khứ thì người ta dùng quá khứ hoàn thành. Từ cái ví dụ này thầy có thể nói luôn về cái nếu miêu tả một hành động xảy ra trước một cái thời điểm bắt đầu, một thời điểm xác định bắt đầu trong quá khứ, cái thời điểm rõ một giờ 11 giờ tối hôm qua, started time, hành động trước một cái thời điểm bắt đầu trong quá khứ, trước đó hành động xảy ra trước. Cho nhìn vào tình huống thứ hai, bức tranh thứ hai. When rescue workers arrive. Khi lúc mà cái đội cứu hộ đến, lúc mà các công nhân cứu hộ đến. Sao? Cho nó thấy ví dụ sao? People had already left the flooded villages when rescue workers arrived. Sao? Mọi người đã rời khỏi những ngôi làng lũ lụt rồi khi mà công nhân cứu hộ đến. Vậy thì sao? Cái gì xảy ra trước, cái gì xảy ra sau nhỉ? Mọi người rời khỏi làng bị lũ trước, rồi bắt đầu đội cứu hộ mới đến. Vì đội cứu hộ đến này thì cũng là quá khứ đơn. Cái xảy ra trước cái là rời khỏi cái làng bị lũ này, rồi bắt đầu đến. Và cái hành động xảy ra trước thì quá khứ hoàn thành. Còn hành động rồi xảy ra kế tiếp sau nói với người công nhân cứu hộ đến. Vậy thì chúng ta chú ý ở đây là các em lưu ý một cái câu phức này, chú ý là có cái liên từ when này đặt ở giữa này. Đấy. Chỉ thời gian này, từ when chỉ thời gian này đặt ở giữa này. Đây là chúng ta thấy là chúng ta dùng cái thì quá khứ hoàn thành này để mô tả một hành động xảy ra trước một hành động khác trong quá khứ. Hành động khác trong quá khứ. Đấy. Hai hành động đều là quá khứ đơn, những cái nó xảy ra trước nhưng phải có cái từ kết nối như là when, như là before, như là after. Đấy. Như là by the time hay gì đó. Đấy. Còn câu ví dụ 1 chúng ta thấy là gì? Hành động xảy ra trước một hành động, một thời gian đã được bắt đầu. Activity 5. Complete the sentences by putting the verbs in brackets into the simple past or past perfect. Chúng ta sẽ có những câu thực hành để phân biệt động từ quá khứ đơn và động từ quá khứ hoàn thành. Number 1. Most people had left before the volcano erupted. Hành động xảy ra trước là had left. Ở đây chúng ta có sử dụng, chú ý có sử dụng cái từ before. Rồi hành động xảy ra sau là erupted. Number 2, by the time we arrived at the canyon, it had stopped snowing. Trước lúc mà chúng tôi đến tại canyon, thì trời đã ngừng, tuyết đã ngừng rơi. Vậy thì tuyết ngừng rơi từ trước lúc chúng tôi đến. Number 3, they had spent the night in the flooded area before Hal arrived. Number 4, Simon got lost because he hadn't taken a map with him. Number 5, I found my pen after I had bought a new one. Okay. Now come on, ask and answer the questions. Look at the picture. Do homework. The second picture. Go to school. What had he done before he went to school? What had he done before he went to school? Before he went to school, he had done his homework. The action doing homework happened before going to school. Going to school is an action happened after. Okay, come on, picture, come on, watch TV, and go to bed. What had she done by the time she went to bed? By the time she went to bed, he had watched TV. Okay, the situations before and after. Come on. What had he do before he went to school this morning? Before I went to school this morning, I had got up. I had washed my face. I had breakfast. I had got dressed. Oh, I had breakfast. What do you think about this? The first had. It is an auxiliary verb, and the second had is past participle in the past perfect tense for passive form. Now, question 1. What had your mother done when you got up last Sunday? What had you done before you went to bed last night? What had already happened when you arrived at school today? What had you done before you left school yesterday? And what had happened your homework yesterday? Okay, I think they are very easy for us to answer. You can do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. In your textbook. Do it yourself. Read pairs. Ask and answer the following questions about you. Do it yourself. Now just so for the lesson, look and a closer look too. And now we move on communication. The views on natural disasters. Some new vocabulary. Climate change or climate change. Climate change. Victim. In charge. Be affected. Be reporter. Deal with. Now, activity 1. Listen to a radio program on 14 news, then fill the gaps with the words you hear. Now open the textbook on the page 31. On the page 31. Textbook on the page 31. The views on natural disasters. Listen to a radio program on 14 news, then fill the gaps with the words you hear on the page 31. Okay? Now, let's listen.
Unit 9. Page 31. Communication. Activity 1. Listen to a radio program on 14 news. Then, fill in the gaps with the words you hear. Welcome to Nature U. Today, we have asked our listeners around the world to call us to express their views on these 2 questions. Are there more natural disasters now than there were in the past? And are we prepared to deal with natural disasters?
Hi, I'm Sarah from Sydney, Australia. I think there are more natural disasters now than there used to be. Whenever I watch the news on TV, I see places that are flooded or affected by drought. I'm certain this is the result of climate change and global warming.
Hello, I'm Peter from London, England. I don't think there are more natural disasters now than in the past, but more are being reported on the news in shorter time periods. We've seen them so often on the news that we've become used to them.
Hi everyone, I'm Nobita from Tokyo, Japan. I think recent earthquakes and tsunamis just show how unprepared we are to deal with them. Despite all the technology and knowledge available to us nowadays, many people become victims of natural disasters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lynn from Hanoi, Vietnam. I don't think we can prepare for natural disasters, as nobody knows when or where they are going to strike. It's nature's way of reminding us who is in charge, and that we should show more respect to the natural environment.
Are you okay? Would you like to listen again? Yes, of course, listen again.
Unit 9. Page 31. Communication. Activity 1. Listen to a radio program on 14 news. Then, fill in the gaps with the words you hear. Welcome to Nature U. Today, we have asked our listeners around the world to call us to express their views on these 2 questions. Are there more natural disasters now than there were in the past? And are we prepared to deal with natural disasters?
Hi, Sarah from Sydney, Australia. I think there are more natural disasters now than there used to be. Whenever I watch the news on TV, I see places that are flooded or affected by drought. I'm certain this is the result of climate change and global warming.
Hello, I'm Peter from London, England. I don't think there are more natural disasters now than in the past, but more are being reported on the news in shorter time periods. We've seen them so often on the news that we've become used to them.
Hi everyone, I'm Nobita from Tokyo, Japan. I think recent earthquakes and tsunamis just show how unprepared we are to deal with them. Despite all the technology and knowledge available to us nowadays, many people become victims of natural disasters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lynn from Hanoi, Vietnam. I don't think we can prepare for natural disasters, as nobody knows when or where they are going to strike. It's nature's way of reminding us who is in charge, and that we should show more respect to the natural environment.
Is it okay? Now we have 1 minute to finish, complete. Fill the gaps with the words you hear. Now let's check. Sarah. I think there are more natural disasters now than there used to be. Whenever I watch news on TV, I see places that are: number 1, flooded or affected by drought. I am certain this is a result of climate change and global warming. Okay. Come on, Peter, about Peter. I do not think that there are more natural disasters now than in the past, but more are being reported on the news in shorter time periods. We have seen them so often on the news that we have become used to them. Become used to. It means to become used to something. Yes. Or to become used to doing something. Yes. Doing something. Used to. Become used to. Well, Nobita. I think recent earthquakes and tsunamis are so how? Number 4? How? What is it? How? Oh, how unprepared. So how unprepared we are to deal with them, despite all the technology and knowledge available to us nowadays. Many people become victims of natural disasters. Now about Link from Vietnam. I do not think we can prepare for natural disasters, as nobody knows when or where they are going to strike. It's nature's way of reminding. It's nature's way of reminding us who is in charge, and that we should show more respect to the natural environment. Okay, I think they are very easy for you. Some words. My activity to read the listeners' views on natural disasters again and decide who you agree with and who you disagree with. There are 3 points of view. There are 3 points of view. Agree, disagree, and partly agree. Agree, that's a good point. You have a point there. I feel the same way. I think so too. Absolutely, I totally agree. You're right. I couldn't agree more. I concur. For disagree, I totally disagree. I'm sorry to disagree, but I hate to disagree, but I'm afraid I have to disagree. I couldn't agree less. I don't think so. You're wrong. No way. Isn't it true that? Don't you think that? For partly agree. I'm not so sure. I see your point, but I partly agree. Maybe, but that may be true, but that may be true how? Yes. Okay, do it yourself for these suggestions. Do it yourself. Now, activity 3. Answer the 2 questions. Express your own views and write them down below. For example, I think that there are more natural disasters than in the past. The reason is that people make many harmful things to environment, such as reforestation, waste dumping. These affects badly to environment and causes natural disasters. For example, now in pairs, now compare your views with your partner. You share the same views. Okay, do it yourself. Please do it yourself. It takes time. Do it yourself. Như vậy chúng ta đã kết thúc bài học này. That's all for today. Trong bài học tới thì thầy sẽ nói tiếp một chút phần sách giáo khoa. Sau đó là chúng ta sẽ thực hành các bài thực hành trên bản Word thầy đã gửi cho các em. Hẹn gặp lại các em các cái chương trình tiếp theo.